Not to the first thing is Emmerson they sing, and I believe say this one not gonna be the last one. I give you opportunity, go way back into 2016 when he be sing Monku Boss Pamachis. Waiting na be the conversation then. And now Kokonat Aid. Waiting na the conversation. Even before Kokonat Aid, remember he sing Suspect. Suspect he say, okay, make we wait, make we give chance. Because at that time, people and they say, where am I sing? You know go sing, what did they wait for? Even right now, people and still they say, why now? 2 years, what in do? But again, with all the sing the way Emmerson they sing, which impact you feel say it make inside Sierra Leone? Or it's just that say we get good rhythm, a good for dance, and we forget about the lyrics, the message where it is saying? Yes, Usman Toli, you get a platform, sir. Kokonat Aid, waiting now you take.
Thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me the platform for review critically Emmerson in recent release with Kokonat Aid. As we all know, say Emmerson is one of the most respected musicians in the country because a man was very critical and a man where in music, where in the sing, you get message. And that most of the time we don't say where they sing in terms of politics. It is sensitized as well as we know say in music they get impact. In other words, it influence people's expectation. So I make it solid. And most of what he can say now things them way concern political sensitization. So as a result, it messages them that they influence those voters then. Yeah? So it's very important. What I can do, I will look at the key takeaways from this in song we release so. The key takeaways, and then how then takeaways there will likely influence voters' expectation. I will look at the strength, and I will look at the weaknesses as well, and how this will relate to people, their expectations. The most important takeaway, the first important takeaway, and this, most of them here where they can highlight, and I think the way we will not discuss on this forum. Yeah? One of the most important takeaway is say, government don't come, government don't go. Yeah, we still the wait. Very, very important. For nearly 60 years of independence, we still wait. Politicians they come, promissory. Politicians they go, then they promissory. Say today, we saw we did, now we did. Simple. Now you talk about babati of we politicians then. Stubbornness, pompous. We don't see that. In previous regime, as well as the current regime, you also politicians then, now the time when they want power, and then they come down to the lowest level. Every corner of the country they go for campaign. As soon as they win that power, they forget about the voters then. So consequently, it leads me to the question of Kokonat Aid. Then we also talk about we need solutions, not degree. Yeah, you see that in this current government. Talk about the best qualified, one of the best universities in the world. They don't count with them. But are they actually meeting our expectations? That's not the question. It's not about degrees anymore. It's about solving our problems, especially the basic needs, what we talk about. Yeah? Then also, say the promissory good health, not SUVs. Very important. And now one of the things that will be not mentioned on this forum, it's pathetic when see politicians then they misplace priorities. We know the amount of strikes them with medical personnel they don't make recently, and up to this time as we speak, they're not paid aids. Most of them have not been paid. And listening again to the conversation in terms of discrepancy of information, in terms of lack of coordination, in terms of lack of collaboration. This they come, they tell me this. For example, in terms of the new SUVs, then they say a new one, then they say not a new one. So this again, an important takeaway. We don't discuss now. This is very full of, yeah. And this not only limit to the ministries then, but also departments and also agencies. It's very common at this administration, and I think we are also beyond pinpoint. Another interesting observation from this song is that of unlawful arrest from this particular regime, yeah, and also previous regime as well. I'll give you a critical example. It's like severe blinding, but that are unlawful arrest. What happened recently? They released them without, they just discharged without nothing to sue for, waste of taxpayers' money. So indeed, I mean, these are some of the evidence of the argument of this song where we talk about Kokonat aid. Then the most important one is about the Kokonat aid, where the title of the music, it say we, refer to the politicians then. I want to get this quite clear. Yeah? It referred to we the citizens. And I agree. Politicians then, all they care about is winning elections. When they don't win them, then they use the influence and thinking that we are Kokonat aid for do what they want for do. And notwithstanding, we will see, the same politicians then tomorrow, when time comes for elections, and we they dance for them, we sing for them, drug we youth them, for just get what they want. As soon as they don't win election, they don't forget about we. 59 years of independence, yeah? Nearly 60, so we did today. Consequently, it led me to the issue of divide and conquer. In one of my submissions at this house, at Kokonat, one of the things and way politicians in the use in the country is divide and rule. In the dividing and ruling, in terms of tribalism, in terms of regionalism, in terms of, this time is stronghold, in terms of, so many other things. So they use then for dividing and ruling. This is not the higher time where the voters can get for stand up. And no say we country, we not a Kokonat aid. We call on we the citizens then for what we think about this. Then also mention about advocacy for democracy. Yeah, don't take over Facebook, and this is true. Now anybody who want to jump into politics, when they take forum, criticize the government of the day, talk boku we want to become a politician. As soon as he become a strong politician or a member of one of the regimes, it don't change their attitudes towards the citizens. What they talk, not what they can do. A lot of people are waiting at the media now. They want to be leaders. They want to be top politicians. Yeah? Take to Facebook. Oppose the government of the day. For some of the analysis are not even critical. Yeah? Just because they want to take over power. I think that in the try for talk in terms of advocacy for democracy. Yeah? Now, one other important thing again, we also don't highlight is jobs in the country. Yeah, and this leads me to one of the submissions again at this house. The issue of jobs. There's something to do with bread and butter issues. Yeah. Now, having said that, we all know, I've been making quite clear, jobs, government alone will create jobs. In fact, the best jobs they come from the private sector. Yeah. And the bread and butter issues where this current government will advocate for, they see them forthcoming. Yeah? Because I mean, the issues, the issue of misplacement of priority, I think, is very common in this administration. I think, say, now one of those issues. Although we believe, say, bread and butter issue is about indirectly to do with jobs, but we can't see those jobs coming. Yeah. Consequently, we always they advocate for agriculture, yeah, and also in terms of prices. That again, they talk about. And one of the strongest weakness where I think about this song, although in some way some people then go argue, say although a weakness, but it's also a strength. He talks, say, Lord, pray to God, because we can't see how this government and how this country will transform. We just therefore left all things in the hands of prayer. Yeah, he talk about that. But although he said, but let's think about it. God help those who help themselves. Now we the citizens then. Now we therefore help ourselves so that God will help we. Yeah, we don't get so many prayers. Almost everybody in a salon now a religious person. We don't pray. Pastors don't pray. Imams don't pray. But I think this is a time we get for no say, the help they come up from we the citizens then. Until we do what we're saying right, it will be very difficult for get rid of some of the challenges that we face and move our country forward. Yeah? So now, one of these. Now, I conclude by looking at customers' satisfaction and how we, the politicians, therefore use for manage with satisfaction. Then politicians here, the way out and they manage the expectations is not thorough. In other words, when you make every promises, like Bunge Bridge, you talk about every things where we not get their resources then. You don't get that capability just because you want to win elections. Then you make every promises like manifesto, like a poor way of managing people's expectations. The best way to manage people's expectations, set targets. When say people then will perceive those expectations, say you are able to achieve them. And then try to exceed those expectations. But if you make expectations, then you underperform on those expectations, it damage the credibility of that regime. It damage the credibility of that government. Again, you talk of what we call the zone of tolerance. Yeah? We say, you set so many promises then. Yeah? We look at those promises. Yeah? Say this man say, if you do this, if you do this, if you do this. And in the end, it will meet those expectations. For example, I'll give you an example. If government can tell me, say, look, we can't try for the basic human needs. Yeah, one try for the food, water, clothing, shelter. Those things are basic human needs. Yeah, you manage them. You try as best as possible to try and meet those expectations. We don't expect, say, if we do everything in one go. But the most important expectations in terms of zone of tolerance is basically those, at the moment in Sierra Leone, now the basic human needs. Yeah? We don't want, right now, in as much as we want other developmental projects and so that the Leone Bridge and other things. If that is a bonus. Very important right now for we the citizens of Sierra Leone are the basic human needs. But as it stands, we still struggle with the basic human needs. So that is not the best way to manage people's expectations. To crown it all, Emmerson is one of the most respected musicians in Salon. That is why when they do a release, it take in time. I remember when this government came into being, we come to power. A lot of people they criticize and say, they release because simply they support the present government. But it takes in time. It did the government time. You observe how things they go. So, you know, we just come, release album just like that. Then we don't make your own assessment, very, very comfortable assessment, then you release. In that way, and so it take gain in popularity, and so it gain with the populace, and so it take, you know, music gets merit. Yeah? So that means we get so much respect for them. I think, by my own final submission, yeah, I think Emmerson, it deserves respect. Thank you very much, Tripoli. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. That's Usman Toli. We now one of we regular panelists than I are. So if they listen, you first time this, because as I said today, we get a lot of people online on Facebook. So maybe I first time this for join we, so you don't know how we can do we on Tinaya. But we there every day, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. 6 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 p.m. UK, 9 p.m. Salon, 5 p.m. Central. We there. So in case you want for the can join we, make you not be saying I'm asking no man out you at today. But this is how we can do things. We can get to a topic, we lay on a table, then we get with panelists them, we they don't talk, we open the phone line, where yourself can get opportunity for make yourself contribute. Yes, us friend, you get a platform, sir. Waiting now your own contribution to the song Kokonat Aid.
Thank you very much, Triple A, for giving the platform. And you don't clear out what you said in the for address. Usually when you program the begin, people in the camp, the analyst, and talk and give something a view about what they feel about the topic of the day. And that's anything they can open and now when I want to talk, when I will talk. But thank you very much for address that side.
Yes. What I try for say, I will just summarize them again. In arts and music and culture, there is something when they talk about a message. And any musician, they make a message in the form of a poetry where person go able to read and understand. And when they give them poetry or the message in the form of a music, then they encrypt them in a way where sometimes it can be difficult for unreal. But some of them you can able for unreal them. Like here, it make the example based on we culture. You, the Mende man, the Tibni man, the local man, you know about a coconut. All right. How you they observe or see what's in a coconut? Now that one they use in what would they say a metaphoric way. That he use them for symbolize something for say this coconut, you go use it now for your knowledge. All right. So the knowledge where they and the coconut it they in stages of maturity. They get the time where they just get water inside, where you know they even get jelly self. They get the time where they get water, they get jelly, like structure inside. Then the time they reach where that water, they don't go they dry up, it become a dry coconut, we open and now small water they meet inside where they meet the coconut don't mature. Then when you leave them extremely longer, then if you say they can't use that coconut, the waiting they do, you realize that coconut, you get oil way stronger than the one when at that jelly day. So you don't use the symbol of the coconut for put them in different stages. First of all, he put them in the symbolic way wherein they say this, now in the economic way. Within the economy, it relates to this coconut. It develop or it not develop. You look at human capital again, wherein the youths and the civilians and the populace, are they enjoying the economy or is there hardship? They see another group of people that we classify them back. Then you classify even the one that when you look at the other side of the politicians. Then you bring an example of the SUVs, and there you go say, in the question now, is that the right thing for them to have done for in terms of priority? That if they use their knowledge for say, are they using their knowledge? After all this inheritance from one party to another, are they using their knowledge to impart it for these people and for development will take place in terms of human capital? So now that message that you don't encrypt now, and there is a real message the way you don't give. It provoke the politicians, and then it try for show your situation in this environment where the politicians they don't create for we. You don't blame one person. It show the trend of the parties and who don't make. What me just want for note now, Now something where somebody when at the United Nations Development Program being therefore note somewhere around these few days in one of the media. So he notes he said the meter what they use for development in terms of the politicians' involvement in developing a nation. He said this one it depends on the way people and they look them. Now he try for classify he say well then they look into sometimes what they call the manifesto. What you promise for can do for the people them. Then therefore they try for see if this law will come to effect wherein then go say before you party go come for do this, then they look at your manifesto or before even external people and come for can support you, they look at the manifesto. So you see there is also another message in this music where he encrypts as a Kokonat. So there is a lot in this wherein they tell you what you wanna get for do, then what we expect from them, and then what we self get for do towards this. So this now the question we Emmerson don't left to we. So it's up to we now for let we go able for receive them and look the meter. That meter where they look. What would they use for measure them? The meter for say this is high or this is low or this is less. So that's how they know mommy want for look them. But there is a message in the music, and the music of itself we get a message. So he left away how would they interpret them. But now a hidden message he put there where he symbolized the coconut based on the culture where you get a salon, how you look at the coconut. And then the way you interpret them, they interpret them towards the example the way you don't give so. We give about this, you give about the economy, you give about so on and so forth. That's not the message we left away. Thank you very much for giving me the platform. And I welcome everybody here tonight or in the morning or wherever you find yourself. And let God continue for make the message reach in a way wherein people can go perceive them. And the knowledge where people can get, I can always say, when you get a talent, use your talent the right way. Now, you know the message way the man back they give. Use your message, your talent in the right way. When you get a talent, use your talent in the right way. Let's alone go before. Thank you very much for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, Usfen. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
That's the Usfen. We can always get Dr. Aissatou Keke Jallo, but today in birthday, so he gets day off. And we want to say happy birthday, doctor. And it's how you do it, they enjoy. Remember, say you keep your own biscuits for we. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and also the call from, please.
I'm in Francis. I call from Minnesota.
Yes, Francis, you get 2 minutes. Kokonat Aid. What are you on to?
Yes. Kokonat Aid, I really feel say now we all Sierra Leoneans in a Kokonat Aid. Now we education level now Sierra Leone make we Kokonat Aid because you look at the percentage of illiteracy in Sierra Leone, now about 70 or 80%. So basically, we not even go able to hold the government answerable because we don't know what they do as a population. That is one. Number two, out of 70 or 80% illiteracy, we therefore produce illiterate leaders. Then we then they go parliament, so they not even know what they do there. So they always they holla. They're not go able to hold government answerable, or they're not go able to make any serious decision where go move that country there before. So now we now the Kokonat hate them at that place there. For Emmerson, I really appreciate them for where it really they provoke government for make it do more. But again, like how we they analyze one or two things inside the music, like for buying the SUVs, them where then the question. Like where people then be saying now ambulance government for don't buy for fight the COVID. The question is, governments not already get enough ambulances? Now number one question and number two, who that in vehicles then they for don't use? Whose ministry in vehicles then they for don't use for the sensitized people then? That's people then go answer. Number three, who side the money come on with them buy them or to car them? Now we salon money or na donor money or na donor na then also you don't then determine waiting to be the need. Who side them for put them money then they? So now then question and the people then know. Well, they talk about the bread and butter business, you know. I know they support President Bio in every aspect, but bread and butter simply means they don't increase salaries with the same with the area of teachers and other people then. So the bread and butter business, me feel say they don't need try in that area. They although they get for do more. When we talk about the Lunge Bridge, like whether one of the analysts be they say what the government promise or manifesto. Madabi you no be ever promise we Lungi Bridge. Na bonus, a figure. But again, for conclude, that country they waiting with the sell, nothing. We need for go back to the drawing board. All we youths they know they go school, all man are Okada in the ride. Would I get for feed we? At the end of the day, we go buy Chinese rice. Then now what in the Oka? Now plants in the plant. We know one plant. Now Okada with the ride, we come out China. Until we go back to the drawing board. Alexef, it takes 60 years. It get for past 100 years. Now so far no more go so far. Past we plant, waiting with the eat. Hello, forget about politics more. If not, then we will complain no more. We will complain. So thank you so much.
All right.
May God bless you now.
Thank you very much, Francis. Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and who I call from, please.
Mina Mata Egonobi. I call from Delaware.
Yes, Mata, you get 2 minutes. Coconut aid. Wait till I take.
The coconut aid, me take on is it's a very nice topic you use coconut aid because after they talk to yourself, that they charm coconut. Coconut na a healthy food. Everybody knows it in oil. We all like them. So it's a symbol. It symbolizes something. If the government officials and we the saloon people can listen to the words them keenly and digest them words then they and understand what the Emmerson they try for tell we, then we go learn a lesson. Because it's about time now, the saloon we wake up from all this weakness where they go now we country where they go promise one thing, they not go do them. So to me, it's a lesson. I love the song. Emma, say anything that is right for motivate with politicians and with saloon people, I would say go for it. No matter how they criticize them or complain or whine, it is good. It necessarily you got somebody where they put whip behind you. Because if they're not supposed to put whip behind, all man just they sit no more, they keep quiet. Everybody in the country go think say things are okay, or the government officials and go think say things are okay. So to have the watchdog, go MRC. Thank you. Now me own take on that.
Thank you very much, Martha. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye.
Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and who I call from, please.
My name Dominic. I call from New Jersey.
You get 2 minutes, Dominic. What thing are you on take on the song?
The song it make complete sense. Pass we you know party picking. I go see it not make sense because we don't wait for this. We opposition party for don't do something. We for don't they act. Now they for don't they do this. Not to even MRC for do this. They're busy the facts. So MRC just can't tell we exactly what we need for hearing. And we're glad after the song come out, we hearing newspaper come up and say the you say next Monday they start the bridge. Wait till they wait all this while. Everybody wait for MRC for let they bring out something. MRC they always bring the best out of the politicians. There. Sometimes they can listen, sometimes they don't can listen. But you will talk back 2-3 days from now. You for Siboku changes there for dinner salon. We camp na powerful can change which exactly which the question be the Paduna. So it's a change we count. People there when a party picking they go say, oh, you don't do this, you don't do this. Yeah, you don't do this, you don't do this. But who said we don't move? Ask BU who said on the employment day of the youth and salary we can meet who said all left up till now. You no change no day. So don't look at this music, see. A bad or I do this MRC talk 100% truth. Pass away you blind with politics or party line I go say it don't make sense, but MRC makes sense totally on this music. I really appreciate it.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from, please.
Hello.
Yes, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from.
Hello. I name Sengbe.
Yes, Sengbe, get 2 minutes. Waiting a contribution on the song Kokonat.
Yeah, I just want to give me a contribution. Today, I go say that my first time for ever call this network.
Okay, welcome.
Well, I just want to say, actually, I think the guy in Apostle, the artist, I think Apostle, he, as far as I can see, I feel say, it has simply a test. It test this Leonians them, you know, because in one way, it talk like say, yeah, the Sierra Leoneans them and them for blame, basically because of their education level, and in other hand, it's like it sound like say basically it give a puzzle for it. You see if actually people understand, you know. But I mean, as I say, it's my first time for call, yeah. And I would like to contribute into this program anyway. Really interesting.
All right, thank you very much, caller. We do live every day. Then tell me, just to follow we make sure you like the page on Facebook or you go on our website. You go to get opportunity for
actually, I get to know through the on our website. Actually,
okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
As I say, I think I listened to one of my contributors, one of my callers. Them we talk say, nadi Sierra Leonean citizens them for blame, and I believe say, yeah, I want accept to that guy, and most of the time what they go now is Sierra Leonean networks them. Now one of the things that I discover. Even if you look at the reporters, the questions they ask, when then they come up, say, I mean, the country need a lot of maturity as far as I can see, and all the problems that already come up. The matter of fact, the thing is, the country, we all, just like how some man they say, we all want to contribute before. And most of we can count online and we can just keep away. Not to say we're not interested. Yeah,
conversation at another time. Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, no problem. Okay, thank you very much.
Sir, yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
I'm named Koroma. I call from the United States.
2 minutes, sir. Kokonated. Waiting I take.
Yeah.
Waiting I take.
I just so gladly. I mean, APC need to apologize to Emmerson because if he say Emmerson not be and criticize his government, but Emmerson don't give it. We say it is thing when necessary, and at the right time, just like this platform, we hope and wish say Marabio will listen them. But as I believe, not so every single day, maybe he will get a chance of listening. But like this particular music, I mean, come what may, that music be around for free. It will must listen. And to be honest with you, you can find out, say, if you don't relax a little bit. Because when you watch, it mentions something like, our spot check. That side, the Sierra and they don't go back to them old habits. But go back, to work, the time when they use for go. When it make attempts, for money to workers and they working places, you'll find out saying, that particular month, almost everybody be doing their job, the right time. So me just look gladly for Emmerson. And this are a yellow card, for the current regime. Let them listen to the music and see, what's the need for work on and mistakes them. I'm gladly for the Kokonat say. And the other thing, maybe they tell the opposition, maybe not just say, Emmerson only mention, FLPP and this music. Now, both the previous party and the current one. Thank you very much. I mean, for giving the platform, I will continue for listening.
All right, thank you very much, Koloma. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Mike from Philadelphia.
Yes, Mike from Philadelphia. Kokonated. Which thing I take?
Me first say the president are coconated. Okay. The police then are coconated police.
What about you? What about you?
Me say na coconut aid.
Okay.
What I tell you is the police and the soldier there, any party we Canada country and they follow there, they know they do things as independent police or soldier there, When they kill people in the country, now coconut aid move then they make sure. Them minister they holding a power right now, coconut aid there, okay? Most of them come overseas up till now, they don't able make no changes in that country there for less allow people in life they improve, okay? The president said they build hospital. We still wait for the hospital, we need improvement, Mr. President. We need the country for improve, They kill people all of us alone. One day come out and condemn this killing, They thief 49,000 bags of rice. You're not the leader of the country. Come out and find out what's wrong. Why they thief this rice here? Because this rice now for the people there. That the coconut aid and who don't need that country there. Would they blame the youth? They say the youth are not educated. But the educated one day, where they say that the educated with all in degree they are, and then they destroy our own country. But no, therefore they blame the youth there because they're not educated and all this. No, the educated one day, with the coconut head educated one day, and then they destroy our own country. You know? Oh, they blame the youth, and the youth they know they go farming, they know they do this. The coconut head leader there, and they for provide the means for letting youth they go do farming. Okay? And they for provide lights, and they for provide good roads. And the coconut head the old leader they all get in that country there. And then they need to move and do better things for that country there. So now telling coconut head and they all get so, let them begin to move and help alone. Because they only get certain time for rule that country there and come out. You know? That power they not forever. So let them move them coconut head them fast. I mean contribution I know.
All right, thank you very much, Mike. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yes, good afternoon or good evening. This is Nancy, the call from US.
Yes, Nancy, 2 minutes. Coconut head. What can I take?
Yeah, me take on this. Me brother, everybody get your opinion about this one, but me, I dey blame even the youth them. I dey blame we the people, because they say when a leader and they reflect on our people, then our people them put them there, where they sit on the way then they treat people and the way how they want. So we people and I win at the coconut head because you don't say oh they dance behind them people there. People then they dance so many they sit down angry the morning and but they see them people there then grab begin they dance, they clap. If they clap, they don't even know if they exist. So if they use the same road, they bulky foods every day, they still use that same road, they expect a different results, they work like that. So until we people them, then really stop for dance for them people they are, because not the way they dance for. They not give we any reason what we're supposed for dance for. You want to make a dance for you, give me good road. Give me clean drinking water where I not go sick typhoid. Typhoid they kill people in another country day. Then what see you I go dance. Improve on agriculture. Bring in tools the way go be accessible to people the way they go rent or use for let them go able for make big farms for let big and then go able for produce small food for we people them. Then I go dance for you. So if you they starve me and then they give me votes and then you take nothing, then I vote for you back and then watch you I dance for you. Then I get coconut head. Now then the Emmerson they try for say at least to me your understanding. Say then they starve we. People then they sick, then they treat we. When you voice, you don't put and then when you voice out, you anger, then they beat you back and put you in a tight place. Then but as you see them back, guess what? You they grab back and go dance and clap for them, ready back for go votes. You go lay down hospital last day, they say, oh Mr. Minister, they come. You they see that they're not able for grab, but then they manage for grab for say, yes sir, yes boss. We be say them people they don't take you make nothing, they don't even care about you. Then you not coconut head. So they are all coconut head because like me, so I know when they dance for no politician, or family will know they dance for politicians. So you get for Annam. When we allow them for let them earn the votes, then we go begin see and say, okay, we don't think outside the box. So thank you so much for asking.
Thank you very much, Nancy. Thank you. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who the call from?
Yes, good evening, Triple A, and good evening to all listeners. Me, Abdullah Bimara, I call from Paris.
Yes, Abdullah, 2 minutes. Coconut head, you take.
Yes, say, we are the coconut head them. Then are the strong one they will get, not the small one then, are the strong one then. Me, you take on this today. I'm really happy. I really want to say thanks to Emmerson for this song we really release. It don't really educate because this now will be the expert for the opposition. We then just did the defect about let me say thing the way before say even necessary people in the dynamic for ordinary generator nobody no talk. We use them they write on that they take drugs that they take pampers water. Now you know for say yes. Now coconut aid now we use they don't get no because now drugs now pampers now the water now we use they take what could not they? Say, what did they do? Get nothing for do. Just they no more all day. They smoke or bang, or they take their bad drugs. Then they make it strong. They bad pass coconut safe. You see? And that's what we lead at the day. They don't care. Anybody where he can, now in your pocket they care about. Since when this leader don't can 2 years this, we don't see so many things, so many promises. Nobody know the oppose against them. Like for say Emmerson, then are the savior for Salon. If you not talk, nobody know they talk. Nobody know they put in monthly. All waiting at the key and a bit about this the red and this the green. We really need to change our attitude. Sierra Leone, and now we will wake up or forever we know they wake up again. That's my main contribution for this night. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Abdullah. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who the call from, please?
Hello, my name is Christian. I'm the call from Sydney, Australia.
Yes, sir. You get 2 minutes. Waiting a contribution on Kokonat aid.
In the first place, before I even make a comment, I'm going to declare my political affinities. You know, SLPP 101%, okay? And a strategic power member. But this is a wake-up call for all Sierra Leoneans, not only for SLPP, because if we don't say, we Papa the generation don't fail. Emmerson is a poet, a philosopher, okay? And one thing that strikes me, now the fact that Emmerson no get any political affinity, not belong to APC or SLPP or not any political party. I mean, way loyal to. They talk, look at the issues and address them squarely in the interest of Salone. Literally, this sort of situation will make any political party vex, because Emmerson address every sector. And some sectors in the way even left game maybe for one to stand because of no problem. But the key issues that we're able to highlight, they make so much sense to me. This is an opportunity for when we look at this inward, so don't go wrong as an individual and as a nation. We try to make amends so that Salone will be better, so that we all go live happily. Some of it overseas, not because one for the because with the thinking and we go to look for Africa, we're supposed to be in our country, we won't get her. Okay? Over there and we want to go back home, but how can we go back? Why like no they was not the whole consideration and this. So this is a wake up call for every Sierra Leonean, and we all as Sierra Leoneans, we're loyal to political parties. We the political parties are not loyal to we are fools, so hence we have Kokonat with them.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who the call from, please?
Yeah, and I'm here Famoro Kuruma, the call from Algeria.
Yes, Famoro. Well, you get 2 minutes. What's your contribution, Kokonat aid?
Well, the Kokonat aid na a proverb. You know, say coconuts na the fruit wave, na the food and the way fine for it, but before you eat in profit, pass it bitter and gone. So like now, so we politicians and don't take winner as Kokonat aid. I like when they do good for themselves now. Then they reap from we but pass them beat we before they pull them now we hand back. So now they don't turn we Kokonat aid. But me the people when me see now the picture as a Kokonat aid. Now the SUVs there. Because now they go by the non saboting they buy.
From our try, you go come on here and outside out a man they talk. All the way you can they come. There you man they need them for no say you they talk now the other people in the area. You always see they talk now the background.
Okay.
Yes, make them quick.
Yeah, just like waiting at the say. Me the people when me see now the picture as a Kokonat aid now. Like when they go buy the SUVs the way they buy they not sabi waiting they buy. Now they me see as a Kokonat aid.
All right, thank you very much, Famo. Thank you. Yes, caller, you're live on here. Your name and who the call from, please?
Yeah, this is I had a call from yours.
Yes, sir. 2 minutes, sir. Kokonat aid, waiting are your contribution?
Well, to me, the lyrics is good, the music is danceable. You know, if COVID not be there, na free time right now, salon right now, you go to a club them tonight or over the weekend, you will see people in the Emmerson and go down with that, you know. And a good lyrics because the material we use now waiting the game. Within the government and game, so now then new words he use against them. But we don't hear other people with us really don't sing before. Like you make reference to the Munku boss, you get songs like corruption, tribalism. Time will tell how far this will impact the people of Sierra Leone. You know, because as far as Sierra Leone is concerned, everybody locked in their corner politically. So whether you make a song, you don't make a song, it's up to the people to determine where their allegiance lies. You know, and one thing we take into consideration, Emmerson, a musician and a businessman, you know, instead they play music for sale. You know, if you don't get kind of material like they, you know, play that kind of music then they. Because if you look way back, now record like Tutu Party, and they play. Women they dance. Even when you send the local box matches, people when they dance, you go party. Now they play they dance. People when they pay attention to them things and they now we they talk lama. Now the COVID days, COVID nothing, they go like what you see, what people on the side and go down with their kind of songs in there. You know what you see? Now we they complain. You know, that's my contribution.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Well, my name is Melvin from Morocco.
Yes, Melvin, you get 2 minutes, sir. What's your contribution on the song Kokonat?
Well, my own contribution towards Emmerson in Kokonat is that now for the present government and the past in Singapore, then in Singapore against we not belong to no political party. 60% they against we, because where you listening to the song, 20% they against APC, 20% they against SLPP. Then 60% they against we, because the coconut aid now we get them. Now we not the coconut aid. Because every day we already don't know say APC, SLPP now they fail we. That the Allah now you pull SLPP, APC can they the same Allah this they do so, now in the body can do. The same Allah SLPP they do so, now in APC they do. Where the Allah they pull them. And we not go ever get sense until the world done. So that's na coconated. And now we in the past. So this music in favor of the APC and the SLPP, because they no say na in the part of the poor. So now this na my own contribution towards that.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Yeah. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and where you call from, please.
The name now Florence. I call from the US.
Yes, Florence, you get 2 minutes. What's in your own contribution, Kokonat?
My own contribution to this Emmerson music, Kokonat. This music can the right time where we as Sierra Leoneans will get for think and change our mindsets. Emmerson, they talk to we Sierra Leoneans them. We see how Sierra Leone when be the country now West Africa #1 by education, they 0. We see how Salon they go na a dream. We see how we politicians they deploy it we. So Emmerson they try for tell we say the next election 2023 we get for change we coconut it them and think Uda we for put na parliament. Emmerson, they try for tell we the diasporans them, within America, Europe, Asia, and other countries and say, we then country here the land. But when we go back na salon, na different thing, na for just the thief the country money. Emmerson, they try for tell we say, even though we Sierra Leoneans them, we are educated, but we mindset them like coconuts. This music, I don't care if you na person we like salon, you get for change your mindsets. APC and SLPP are nothing say na a good party for salon. If you na a party picking, you go vex over this music. If you no once for less salon go before you go vex. I think say me I go once if Emmerson they listen, make this music intimini, limba, loco, mende, for anyone the way in a village, they understand the meaning of this music. If salon people are waiting a salon, if they listen to this music, they not get light, they not get pure water, they not even the youth them, they not get good work. Then for change their mindset 2023 and put better person in the parliament. That I get for say Kokonat head.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, ma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, caller, I live on air. Your name and where you call from, please.
Nasembe from UK.
Yes, you get 2 minutes. Waiting now. You continue. You be don't call just now.
I just received call back. Yeah, I tried for call. Then
okay, you get 2 minutes, sir. You get 2 minutes.
The coconut aid, the coconut aid, I believe so as na true with Emmerson they sing and everything. And I mean that country in need, I mean, good governance, that country in need people who they come and do the right thing for we all. Even if we within a diaspora, nobody know the way they left in country, where they ever feel comfortable in foreign countries. Like you go to foreign countries, say you go ever feel as comfortable as you home. You see, so we all want to contribute to the nation building. We all mandate to have contribute to us alone. And I mean, even if it beats what self we digi, I think kind of from there, I believe say them the importance, whatever it might be. But I mean, with Emmerson talk, I believe say that guy there anytime we make contribution, I mean with in poetry, way they sing in music and everything, they create impact positively, I'm sure. So I mean the coconut aid, I believe say the man mean the people them. Well, yet again, I mean anything about stage, we just the talk from all we advise. I mean to we the one that we get power in the country, let them listen. For we all, like you do comfortable, you get your own. I mean, but you know, once the person next to you, they struggle at the same time. And at the out there, people let me, really nice. Why really good things happen at that country there for we all. I mean, with the advice, but I mean, the people they didn't change their ways them, and some people they didn't check the reality checks them if they see. I mean, one day they didn't country in Africa, all in country in Africa. Now I want to them for stuff, let them investigate them. Like the European, when they most of them don't accuse anybody of waiting, then they do things them. Or waiting that the European leader there back then, Western leader there, would they allow them then, take the resources they and cow them, and then they I mean, but nobody would accuse anybody. Well, I mean, just to give you your own contribution. They don't accuse anybody, but we know it's in people and they do. I mean, people in there that they struggle,
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
All right,
Thank you, Singer. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who call from, please? Yes.
Okay, I come from Maryland.
You get 2 minutes, Coconut aid. What's in your contribution?
Coconut aid, everybody in Sierra Leone and coconut aid. Regardless of which side they diaspora idea Salo in a coconut aid. The reason being, but the one the more on the coconut and people in a Salo where they get chance for vote during election time. Because sometimes somebody you get good intention for go salon, we want to go stand. If you want to go independent to people then say now 2 parties against RB, APC, SLPP. So even if you get good intention to do something, then they vote for you because you get party symbol they will stand for. So now there more be the coconut aid, but for all Sierra Leone or all coconut aid, because if you look at the comments right now, if you see how some people in the comments, they tell you say we all coconut aid, we're not able to change our mindset for salon. Including even Emmerson will sing the song instead of coconut aid because in they sing the song for making it sell, like it make business. So if you have the votes, regardless of who you vote for, but the politician, the APC, SLPP, when they watch in our parliament, we sometimes we in the couch. The debate, we see and they argue, but at the end of the day, we say they go end a different thing. But we always say now they be able to support them, now they go and cause money because of fact we say them if they see them then they laugh. Look, recently when they approve the next boss, that same day they look them, the position they also look the way they laugh. So Emmerson count the song for a lot of reason out, but you don't say from that resurging time where you see corruption, you do so. Emmerson sing Bobo Bele, he sing Mungu Boss for matches, but not sing nothing. Say people and they will know the lyrics the way demand they sing. So we pray to God Almighty, Lord, we able to sensitize yourself, or sensitize people in a salon, maybe you will know what they do. But for the main fact that they say now SLP and APC party they know, it get for big problem. So that's my contribution. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
All right, you're welcome.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who call from, please?
Yeah, this is Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, if you get 2 minutes, Coconut aid, what can I take?
The song makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. We listen to that they tell you say the world will change, alone will change. Although some people not believe say that country just go progress, we believe say go progress because there's song there they will go to play for them back later the listing. Thank God they mentioned some of the body where they argue for things there. But it make a lot of sense. Not to big English word there, where they for the coach per week. We don't tire for a read big word a day. Now action there. As we always say, now this program, we did action. The government, they don't talk Boku. They don't talk. If we open the container of the word of promises, the way they don't say Boku. But let us start implement some of the things the way they don't talk. That's all we left to say. And this song now a reminder. Say yes, we still they watch them. What did they say? The manifesto, the thing the way they say, the corruption, the way they go on all over. You know, the president will see where he can have power. If they go, now you build the money for go see that, and I will not see it do that again. I might mention another song, so man, who that the discipline not there again, like where it started. So what's in the gun? Besides, I don't take the power, don't put on a box or lock up. Let the person release the key. Because we can't promise discipline. Now, the mention another song say, people that go anyhow they feel like, you know. So, I mean, that shows say we watch them. 2023, not they fight again. No. That's what me to tell them. If they not do something, if not that promise, they will abupa. Say then they go able to cross for win the next one. I don't think that they go water because that level they will don't pass up. Say no, when I so promise. That ain't no more. Then we want to welcome all the one that were join we at the network. We then win our exercise stone as AAA. They always say we're not the whole nothing back. This is not a party thing. This you can't express yourself. We respect everybody's own opinion. You know, if some man talk, you know, like him. You know, not make comments where if you say, if you say back, just tell us, and the man you coconut it, and the days I you coconut it. Me you coconut it, you don't know what they say, me the what they think that moment. So if I talk, maybe me you coconut it, they mature to jelly before you go to half an hour. That's what we love to say.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, live on your name and side call from, please.
From Australia.
Yes, sir, you get 2 minutes, sir. What's in your contribution on the song Kokonat?
Well, when you look at the lyrics of the song, Emmerson capture both the past, the present, and the future. In fact, it's called good music. When you look at the music, where they try for put sense into people and minds about how people for change their attitude. More especially if you look at the song, it's centered towards the behavior of the politicians and we the voters. And when you look at the song, it squarely centered on an advice on we the voters. Why we the stab ourselves? Why we the kill ourselves? Why we the chuk ourselves? Why we the cause ourselves? Reason, if the politicians are in the well of parliament, how many politicians they take? Why they run in a parliament? APC politician they pull every the chook SLPP, or SLPP they pull left the chook. The APC politician or the NGC they pull left the chook. They C4C. So the music they center for giving an education, a mindset. See, when you look at this politicians they come in and out, more or less, not the same pattern. So why we the voters they continue for harm ourselves? We need to focus on we own careers and develop ourselves, go learn skills for make we become independent and let's become reliable on the survival of politicians. So the center of this song is the lyrics there is Kokonat that they tell you say, we get brain, but inside that brain is also what's inside. We need to think. Because if we think as voters, government in, government out, the same pattern, the same killings, the same disappointment, the same expectation. At the end of the day, the expectation not fulfill anything. You know the benefits. The last person at the village, they get clean water, electricity, good road network. So why you they kill yourself for politicians? That is the central theme of the whole song. Why you they fight for politicians? How many politicians they don't die by all the riots there? Government in, government out. None. How many politicians they don't shoot in the street? Government in, government out. None. How many politician family members don't kill? Government in, government out? None. So why we the voter become so silly and so ignorant, so much that we're ready for live a life for politicians, where they're not ready for live a life for real development? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and who the call from, please?
Yeah, Tribulina.
Yes, sir.
Oh, this is Francis, the call from Ohio.
You get 2 minutes, sir. Kokonat, you take.
Yeah. To start with, people that they take Sierra Leone and they all like Kokonat. Me, Francis, me not to Kokonat, man. Me, I don't get Kokonat. Me, now, upright it I get. Me, the politicians, they will do that country and get Kokonat. Starting from the president, everybody, who they in governance. The past government now, the present government now, they'll all be the Kokonat.
So you know to jelly, sir?
No. Me not to jelly.
Okay.
Me not to Kokonat, me not to jelly.
Okay.
At all. Okay, let me come to the point, Tripoli. That country, the only thing that country we don't mess up from independence, after independence also. I'm glad this guy from England told you where they try for analyze the bread and butter issue in that country is a lack of jobs. Let nobody know than you, a lack of jobs. What then in this country, yeah? We say, see, African man, they go parallel. They get job. We come on another job and they start us. We stay no force, almost in the pay parliamentarian there, almost in the pay minister, almost in the pay civil servant. You don't ever know force. But that country, they don't know how much they pay the people in the force. Until we begin to identify, almost in the pay the civil servants in each respective department, we go able to monitor them, we almost in the pay this person. We see if they build 2, 3, 4 houses in that country, my friend, it could be very difficult. It could be very difficult. Until we able to provide jobs, government or present government or succeeding government or they come in the future, until we able to provide jobs for the youths. If job them there, youth they don't go parallel. Because they say when they go parallel, I say they go for work. When come they sack you. You don't see no youth. What they not country here, the people there. What do not somebody go parallel? Now few people they see there. Because man they not job. Africa, as long as we able to provide jobs for the youth, all time they blame the youth, all time they blame the youth, all time they blame the you don't get job. You don't get job. And then you say, okay, why they don't go land job? In Africa, they land a trade. You don't know who said the work. They go land a trade. They land carpentry. They land pitch. They don't get side or employ you. So what do you go waste time for landing? You don't get time for employ you. Yeah, they land a trade as you don't job won't come for you. But Africa, who can support who graduate, who na motor mechanic na government technical. Once I then garage at the day, then the thief, they don't get job. They don't get jobs that didn't work. Until them politicians there, they're able to provide jobs for the youth. Okay? The level of players, like who they come on and say, one go make investment. Government will give you a plain level field for investors. When they time for dupe you, that minister time for dupe you, that time for dupe you, everything going bad. Until they able to provide jobs. Then I heard one man talk say, illiteracy in that country. My brother, NDP going about from 2000, 90% of them people in the city was. In a teacher, 90% of them the city was. It doesn't mean say, pass you go college, now you go say education. Now, look like that. As long as you able to complete your high school, whether you pass or not pass, as long as you complete, you go to school. It's a make your decision. Let me go and talk say, Salon 80% illiteracy. He said, no, you are not 80% illiteracy. It's a lie. It's a very great lie. Even the past government of SLPP, they try by any chief law, they build secondary school. They say each chief law build secondary school. 90% of people they go to school. Now the worst all people they not be able to go before. Because when it is now worse, most of them they drop, they fail. For 60-70% of the people they from 2000 up to this 20, most of them they sit worse. Let me take.
Thank you very much, Francis. Thank you, sir. I want to make you know say the album they available. You can go to Google Play Store, you go to Apple Music. The album they you able to buy them. You can go to Spotify if you remember they able to listen to the song then they, you know. I think that's one of the ways then we go able for support the brother. And one of the ways the way we go able for support the brother, so that at least if you want to make you do another song, the money first for come out by this one, not so. Make a call this caller. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who you call from, please.
Yeah, when I made a call, I'm Musa from area.
Yes, Musa, you get 2 minutes. What thing are you going to take by the song Kokonated?
Yeah, I like the song, man. I make it on tea, I don't call, you know, and I've been busy, like. But all tell and done, now good song, you know. The Kokonat we talk about, now we talk about, because we as Israelians, we try to tell we for these two parties, we are APC, SLPP. We don't follow these people learn for 59 years now. They don't do nothing for we. Then they can and they play with we, then go back. They know for say, okay, these two parties, we don't think then say for say, and then two parties will study. So now that they take you as you go not head, then they can play with me, then they can take you and go back. They don't do nothing for you. So Embassy they try for telling things. Low which salute I will forget mindset now for change mind now before 2023. Low consider as for then two parties they look. We don't with the kill yourself and these two parties there. What did they not do for you? Nothing. So low get that mindset low say okay. What you get for then two parties there. No matter when they say okay, the other party the nationally and the same thing. But if you change the head, we know to them party, they know to APC, SRPP, that other different parties. Maybe then they can do better for we. So now that day I'm even sick. So low with self, we consider with self, low get sense now because them people they don't fail we. They do nothing for we now. Like no they can life for we now. Boku talk, big English talk. Promise to promise. They don't do nothing for me. So I'm happy for this song. And what are the activity? Like I want to start with that donation. Which person to donate? I don't know if I'll be able to give me email address. Or I don't know how I'll be able to get.
Well, you email we because who say they call? I don't know if that number they did on WhatsApp or I go say I send text to you on WhatsApp, but I'm not going able to contact you based on the line where you call from. This number where you call, so you did on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I will send you the email on WhatsApp, info@snradio.net. But I will send you the info, the email on WhatsApp, yeah? Thank you very much, Musa.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and who the call from, please?
Oh, my name is Safi. I'm from Tennessee.
Yes, Safi, you get... Okay, you get 2 minutes about the song.
Okay, yeah, I missed a little bit about the song because by the time I clock out, I sign in and I missed the conversation is already gone, so I miss it a little bit and I'm not listening to that. But the way I don't listen how people then they talk about that, one thing I just want to let people know, you know, there is when they say some people then they say how, you know, people they're not educated and people they mention about that education side, which means education do not depend in one thing. There's a lot of things to do where you go educate yourself, mentally, physically, environmentally, and financially. It depends the kind of education where you educate. And the people and we educate in Sierra Leone, you know, I'm not seeing any side where they process their education to put it to the system to work for the people we not educate. So that's a no. Everybody is illiterate. If you that educate, you cannot process your education to make a difference to the person we not learn. We are all not the same. And what they try for say for we brother them where they don't get the opportunity, where they don't hold the position, they are made them do better. Made them not go put off for the other people the way they come. So the diaspora the way they don't come, what they don't do, please. I just say beg them. Whatever the song happen, the song now. Me not take the song or whatever. If Emmerson sing about Kokonat, it's not necessary. There's a lot of stuff they for sing about. So it's not necessary to me. I'm not just
okay, just hold on. You know, just the listener mode. They can't play the song back. The listener.
Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Safi.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Yeah. Yes, caller, live on here. Your name and who the call from, please.
Oh.
Yes, now you.
Me?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Yes, my name is Adama. They come from Hawaii.
You get 2 minutes, Adama. Kokonat aid. What thing you take?
People are glad for Emmerson because I want me to say, okay, so Emmerson, I know they sing, but this song and make me day today. And that's a propaganda and the reality with the gun. Emmerson just don't say everything. And to be honest, today I day all over me status. So now the reality talking, it just they talk the reality. So the big one they just need for adjust the notice for the hopefully they're not begin threatening and fan in place, but now the truth they talk. So I'm here to take this.
Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you. Let me see if this person is still available. But these people, then be they call that same way they visit that 2016 year. The Monku Bospa matches. That's the time they were calling. So I make you go your own kind of different from the other people. I ask a question just now. With all the people we call, then you within a Facebook, the comment where you see people they make, what do you think say we understand about the song Kokonat Aid? You think say we really they listen to lyrics? You think say music na salon? They do something where things they go on, people sing, you feel say they bring change? You feel say it awaken the people who are responsible for any side way artists they sing about? Or even if not for sensitize Sierra Leoneans. We know say na something we quick na salon. As they say, oh, example, Corona. You see the artist them, all man one sing. Then say mudslide, all man one sing. Whether they sing for saying a condolence, whether they sing for saying a sensitization, whether they sing for this, whether they sing for that. So we get something that is wrapped around music as Sierra Leoneans them. We feel say, we get a thought say, when things they go wrong, if we sing about them, it bring change. And if we go back, we go able for tell say, this starts from that Bobo Bele, even before that, according to the good old days, we don't hear how one or two people let me don't mention about sing, they wouldn't be sing, wouldn't be ban and all them things and they. But the one way we know of, we really get an impact in Sierra Leone, from Swagbear to Bobo Bele to this and that, where people just feel say, now, you know it in, when we sing, it make difference. But it really they make difference when they sing? Where you feel say, Ebola, the past administration spend a lot of money per artist for waiting. They say a sensitization tour for sensitize people about Ebola. We don't know it, how the sensitization they on this one, but we they wait for make the Auditor General report come out. We then go they break down things for we go able to tell how much this administration spend per sensitization. Because this one, when all the artists that we do song, they only claim say they not give them nothing. And they claim say they not give them nothing. But there's something about song and saloon where we feel say as something happens so we need for sing. We need for sing. But with all the songs them we don't sing, how many different it don't make in a salon? How many? People go say, oh, Emmerson is different. When Emmerson is sing so, the what himself, the politicians them, the people them, the this, the that. Emmerson don't do a song. We bring camp, we the listeners now, make we can interpret what thing we understand by the song we Emmerson sing. We bring people them. This, if we send our survey, we just take just a little number of people them. For make them can tell we what thing they understand. based on the callers, based on the comments na Facebook, what do you think say we understand really out of the song Coconut Aid? I be ask we, say how you own Coconut Aid tan? You own a jelly, a young one, you get plenty water, or you don't fully strong. Where be say then they own a good for make coconut oil. Waiting we get for take out of this. How long this song get for last? How long it get for last? Where we go see an impact, say, you know it in? This changes. Now due to that song where Emmerson be sing. Because as it is right now, people where they say, oh, this one now for the present administration, now for SLPP them. SLPP them they say, not for real, now for APC. If you they give somebody a message, then the person where the message they go for refuse for accept the message. You've done your part, you've done your own bit, say yes, you get the message. But the person who you send the message to refuse for accept the message. Instead, it pass on to a neighbor. Say, no, this one not for me, not for them one then day. So you feel say the message where they go to the exact person is still receive them? You feel say the person where this message go for. Because now people and they say, oh, now we all like coconut seed. So it's like generalized now. Now we all. Not so the politicians, they no more. But he talk say, who da get the power? Who they lock the power in a box? That neighbor now for the neighbor them? Now for APC? Now for SLPP? Which neighbor? Who say you stand where you go say, na neighbor dandy? Because that's the thing right now, we not able for listen, understand, and try for process things them for we own benefit or for thing we go make way for them. We not try for do that. Then one day, na the other thing we the ambog we as Sierra Leoneans them. Another thing is this. You can support your party. Nobody know they against person where they support party. But the sad part is when you're not able for call out your political party, your country on inferiors them. That's not the sad part. Because everybody get right. Because if you don't vote, that means say yourself not part of the problem. Then if you vote based on other sentiments them, when all day for build Sierra Leone, yourself not part of the problem. So these are the things. Where we not go just sit down say, you know what thing? Let them sing, bo. You know we don't sing. But you don't sing tradite, you don't sing. I must say, but you don't sing for we suspect, you don't sing this, you don't sing that. So it don't mean anything. What they go say, they say Pakaba say, let them sing ya. What's they not gonna bush? So it's like waiting. Pakaba say let them sing, what's they not gonna bush? So whatever you want for say, you say no more, a good for you, you way the talker. What's he not gonna bush? But waiting with again. This man don't take in time, he don't go down studio, he don't do all that, he don't do so, he don't lay and down for we. But again, we still get people where the message they go for, where they refuse the message, they say no, now for them one then day. You get the one then day, they say no, now for them one then day. You get the one then they say no, now for them one then day. So now, the same word where Emmerson say confused.com. Confused.com, now they see so. So, what's in the benefit? Waiting are the benefits. When they say election 10 can't just know, can't look we. And we go ready back. We always don't know waiting we message Naya can be. Whenever I can start the program, what I can say, the salon where we get today, now the salon where the politicians them and we people them things say we deserve. Now the salon this then give it so. Now they give it so. But I always ask the question, which kind of a salon we want for left for we picking them tomorrow? Which kind of salon? When you feel say you picking deserve, which kind of a salon dandy? Is it the same one? You think say now one way worse than this? You think say the way the whole and so we're able to care and go to one way we self go able knock we just say yeah we're proud of the kind of Sierra Leone where we left for Pekin Dengi. Salon they come 60 years 2021. Just like Emmerson say, he say every day, every year na new birthday. And a year, what's in I say? 60 years, now it's alone they can't take. But what do we get for sure for them? What do we get? We can't boast of light. We can't boast of good road. When we are talking, you know, people in Guam begin, when they say lights there, lights there all over. Usai lights there all over. Usai. Usai lights there all over Usai. When they say road, they say, they see Usai road there all over. Me don't take road. If they tell you say Mutuka pass and they deny. And that's the roadway people and they pass every day. Mutuka and they pass every day. Eh? So waiting with the try for Senaya. This salon will get today. He's saying at the PlayStation generation. Eh? This PlayStation generation. You think Senaya will change? Now make I say, we get the opportunity now for create the salon where we want. But what have you done? What have you done with the small authority, with the small power, with the small connection where you get? Which you don't do. You know somebody within our ministry when they perform, but because you they get from them, you not get mind call them out, say, Paddy, I don't think saying that the president put you under for. You know you they underperform. Far away, you know they do what you for do. But you know the same people them we go come take on social media, they hail the person waiting do. Because you know say at the end of the week you go collect small thing. The same politicians them go get bad deal, the same parliamentarians them go pass bad law, wait tomorrow get for hot we. In the name of waiting. In the name of waiting then go get at the moment. Sierra Leoneans, we are short-sighted. We are short-sighted until we begin to look beyond the horizon. Now the only time we go ready, say Salon, get for be a better place. Even today, it's all about politics. People don't even accept the lyrics of the song, accept it, you know what? Yes, this one is correct. This one is this one is that. But people will go ready for defend anything. Eh? Make I give you one example. Inside June, the 19th day of June, 2019, a big breaking news be happen in Salon. You remember again waiting be happen that day? June 19th, 2019. 6/19/19 or 19/6/19. A big breaking news be happen in Salon. What be happen that day? You remember? Well, if you don't remember, make I remind you. That's not the day where this particular administration take for the world for know about the Lunge Bridge. And the same Lunge Bridge, Emmerson be don't sing about them before. He say now waiting I pass the world on. This same person who now be don't sing about the Lunge Bridge. Lunge Bridge launched June 19, 2019. Nobody know before this administration for making public. That particular day, they be able to do them, how they do them. Nobody know for no. See everything done. December, they say people can come back. They make come back. Big one say people they don't come, this and that. From June 19 till now August 10th. It don't pass 1 year. Today, the supporters of this administration, now they get woken up now for they explain. Now then they explain no more now. So wait, tell this year they don't. Look, last year they tell 2019, before the 2019 done, the bridge will go see something don't start. Now they don't begin back. Say this year done. But nobody not be forced this administration for make big papi show say Lunge Bridge, then they call for investors, then they do this, then they do that, then be able to do them. Now the State House there without nobody no safe. Say all things sealed, the deal sealed. Then now we can now say, oh, we just see no more now, but Lunge Bridge. So una way they support. Now una get for tell the one they own they support, you know it in una ki talk too fast. Because they talk too fast, now they give you about who work for do. Because as the time they go, now so the other one then they can't remind. Say, you know it in? Una safe. The one they will not do so una do. Now so that they can't remind back. Say, what una be talk? Not una be talk. Say, Lunge Bridge. Not una be talk. 1 year don't come out first. Can't come out, don't come out. Una still explain, say, before 2020 done, the bridge they start. So some of the extra job where una get as supporters them, now the one they own they support and they give una that okay. When JJ Safa be then at 98.1, where they talk about bread and butter. When the other side they talk say, you know, they see this and I say that mami no want yeri but that mami no want yeri, the mami what he want na in plazas on top in rest. That's exactly what he be they say. What also be they say? That's what they say. But now, when they say get the butter, in gets now time for explain say get the butter, not to that get the butter, but by then it was that get the butter. It was the bread and butter, the physical one. That's what he was talking about. But now he say no, not to dandy. Nah, bread and butter means say na job. Bread and butter means say na this. Bread and butter means say, but that time the bread and butter mean bread and butter. Election time go soon come back just now. All the words they want, they're going to provide it for us. You think they don't know the problem? See, don't drink Kool-Aid, I beg you. Then sabi the problem. Then sabia. But for one reason, I don't know that do salono. But that person, the tell get for see, the person will do salon. Because when the time comes, they sabi all the problem they go analyze for you. But when it's time to deliver, boy, oh boy, President Biobi don't tell we say 2020, not the year of delivery. Unfortunately, COVID-19 came. And you already know. So if the year of delivery not happen, now that who do we get for blame? COVID-19. COVID-19. Now we get for blame. You know that, eh? But again, if you, the press say, make this administration fail, you get coconated. You get coconated. You get that kanga, what you get for naka, you naka. If you they pray for make this administration fail, you know why? Because when they fail, na Sierra Leone na don't fail. Na don't fail. So we want the administration to succeed. We want Salon for succeed. But the thing about we politicians them, they feel say when one party fail, now they make them win. So we don't think say we can win even though this person do the right thing. We can still win until we politicians them change the mentality where they should say if they were not fail, if they not fail for do this, if they not poto, we not go able to come inside. Then na dey the problem there. So we need we politicians them for work hand in hand. You know, okay. If una dey na family, una dey na family. Then you know say this person, this, he get bad at. You don't want make it can hear you? You don't want make it can hear you? No. If you know say this person, he always they try for see make you fail. You dey always encourage him. Perhaps you tell me all that, you know. Because that, me no believe. Me no believe say you go always encourage him. Because me, I won't. You not go encourage him because you want to make you, he want make you fail. He want make you fail, so you not go encourage him. But until we politicians them come with good acts for the country of Sierra Leone, that's the only time we go see them all work together without chasing about party. Without. Because if I not say this person he get good at for salon, too, not for salon. Trust me. I like this one winter. We know the people that have all the capacity for build Sierra Leone. You go talk say, you know what, you don't try. You really don't try. You've done a lot. So we want to tell you thank you. But please, let's give another person a try, you know? Make we see I go come better. But the message with the politicians then they give, say, we change this because they not do better. We change this because they not do better. Who now can do better? The one they now, they try for make yourself now better. So that, when them reach, they say, hey, until na change way for them, they back they not better. Una can with three, who now better? Confused.com. Confused.com. How the song, we're not able to analyze them properly. Now so they confused. Now so back, hey, where sit them the politician, then just they confuse we. Small country like Salon. We're not able to come together. Forget light, sustainable light. I'm not talking about ship now water provide light. No. I don't talk about that. Provide light. We're not able to get a judiciary where we go boast of, where we go knock with chest. Yes, in Sierra Leone, we able for I don't care what person do. I know say the system, the judiciary, go give me what I deserve. I don't think so. You go to cost just on $100,000. Go salon say they go invest. Make the try for doing the loot, ton you. Because the man, we don't sit down by you, what did they do? And they enforce the lawyer. By the money, I they tell the lawyer, say, I mean, you get this so. The lawyer back get to that the contact. Then they back go that the contact. Then they back go that the contact. At the end of the day. I say, she left a case, God. Not that people don't want to invest in Sierra Leone. Not that people don't want to move back home. 60 years, alone they can 60 years next year, but the basic, we can't boast of it. The basic. Good old days. The people all the kind they tell you say, we be the bluff salon people and they stand out, then they bluff, then they this, then they that. The place be clean. What happen now with Dotty? What happen now with Dotty? People just feel like, everybody in a business. Businessman, businesswoman. You get food and mint. You get food and mint. You say they do business. You go tell you say today only are not selling nothing. We did a survey. I go try make by next week we go begin for bringing them videos and day. I talk to people them. Na villages them. Na district headquarter towns them. The young man where they ride Okada. Say, why make una they ride Okada? Why make una no one do farming? Why? Why una no one do farming? Visit past Amos town there. Now, only one Okada rider offend we get farm. One grain Okada rider. Na get farm. With almost, I go say, over 100 Okada riders who we interview. Only one. Na get farm. They all. And then from the villages, they go tell you know what? Because this not quick money. This not quick money. Why I come out quick, I don't make me 5 grand, me 10 grand, me 20 grand, I get me master money, I wait self dying. But waiting politicians, them where they come, waiting that they yarn for the country. And we are Sierra Leonean them, which support will they give to politicians them, so that they go succeed, so that they go make the country for we. But all we want is about red and green. Now we against una. Now una against we. That's all. All. So the politicians then they get a field day. But now una want fair to myself. Now una want talk. This current parliament. We parliament be open today. Waiting at the first till them begin say. They not say they want close allowance, sitting allowance, this race, that race, those rates. But I will vote for them back home. For me, then good day. They not even talk, say, you know, waiting. Now 60 years, the country, they can't take so. Lights, water, good healthcare system. What till we go do for make we people them lives better, make people them boast and say, yes, we are Sierra Leoneans. Most of the boast who can boast for salon right now, na draya koba shame. Draya koba shame. Some people can go tell you, say, you know waiting, oh, go to African country. Let's go see how they, my dear, we're not talking about them. We're talking about Sierra Leone. That's what they talk about. We get all the kind of minerals that we didn't get. Now who they talk about to other African country, I don't know what they have. Yes, then you go through back and they go through. But what do we get? Then get her. We get diamond, gold, bauxite, iron ore, fish. We even get water. We get water, but we still not get water for the king. You say go check out that country. No. Let we talk for we own. Let we talk for we own because now we know but. With all waiting God bless we with. One man go sit down one concert with him Rotimbele. He knock all thing. He forget about the people. Is that right? Is that right? But again, because we the people, when they support these people, can't tell them. Say, you know what, Timpa? You try, but that's in the not try pa. Now so we expect you, but now so. Let me something there. I can ask now say, who that they advise the president? Who that? Who that they advise the president? Who that? But Emmerson say, he say na boku book. Now they see now. Boku book. Not a boku book one see. When Mungu Boss Pamachis come out, we see the APC that day, then call themselves Mungu politicians. They talk with him and get for talk. Then claim, they say, yes, we are the Mungu, we agree, so we are the Mungu. We see when this particular song come out, Kokonat Aid, I don't know if you don't see that 40 achievement list, what this present administration don't do. I make a man say, then at the bookman there. Now, 40, in case you don't know, I don't know if you don't say it, you know say it, 40 achievements, longer list. Longer list. Now they don't pull. Say in case you want feel say that one day. Na for them. Make you know what's in the achievement. Emmerson say Gbagbati. What thing you understand by the word Gbagbati? What do you understand by that word today? We're all Sierra Leoneans. What do you understand? Bagbati. What do you understand it? Eh? Bagbati, what do you understand by? Because we see, say, some people now, they say, yes, not to paupa again, 2023. Not Bagbati now. Eh? You are abandoned. You paupa for Bagbati. On what context Emmerson called the word in the song? Say then why they don't come be gimmick Bagbati. Then now we see people in the gap say, well, 2023 na Bagbati. Is that correct? Eh? Salon, wake up. Wake up and rise up. Yeah. Let the people decide. We pray for the best for happen in Salon. Yeah? Let the best happen. Because that's the best we want. We want the best. We need to ask for everything want him. But yourself can be a me witness. Say, that basic thing, we need them. We need them. We need light. We need water. We need good road. We need healthcare. Now, one safe, these first 5 years, they achieve. We see, say, the Minister of Energy, don't they try? They're going to AS them. But not to all sides. We not say it's not good for easy because it's a long road. And we can't blame the past administration no more. Before the past administration, who would have been dead? Not to the thing is I say we in a short memory, we in a short-sighted way, yeah? We not see beyond. Before the past administration come, would have been dead? And they were back. And then be dead. Although they don't make no say that Pakaba and SLPP and this one, not to the same move. I don't tell you outrightly. But all we want for Sierra Leone, not the best. Yeah? If you just join we on our first 10 this night, also we can do things. We go there back, tomorrow, next tomorrow, take go. And also we can let in the table. Nobody need take brown envelope. We're not there for nobody. We're there for Sierra Leone. You get right for come until we waiting. Now you thought about what we talk about. But no more, we always can ask for respect for one another. You respect the next man in views. Because, they say, every man is true to his own perspective. But when we get time for explain, we explain, trust me. People go understand. Even if, I don't know, I see one Kokonat, it's a bit in the guy one day. Then the guy Kokonat there. Hey. Where, as if for those say the crack, where crack open the shell line, they come up, but they still left more one. I saw some money, who Kokonat 8 ton. I saw some money, who Kokonat 8 ton. But, hey. Imagine, Dallas, they say, when they sing to people, they know I use, and I made them play. Well, Kokonat 8. Well, we don't take with time, we don't ride through Emmerson in song, we don't come, we don't analyze. We just hope say we learn something from everything. Now yeah, we go wrap everything for today, but we go there back tomorrow as usual. Till we meet again tomorrow, Triple say, tata.